CCR number 4.181-15 to correct the expense amount of $18,120. The amount is to be funded through State Forfeiture Funds.
Motion to amend. Support.
Motion to amend by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilman Woolley. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 15, may I have a motion to approve Joe's Carpet Service, LLC, the low FEMA quote to replace water damaged flooring at the Taylor Police Auxiliary Building for an amount not to exceed $5,649 with a 75% FEMA reimbursement. This is funded through the TBA Funds Grounds Maintenance Account.
Motion to approve. Support.
Motion to approve by Councilman Woolley, supported by Councilman Johnson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the contract renewal with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Blue Care Network, for the period of 7/1/2015 through 6/30/2016.
Motion to approve. Support.
Motion to approve by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilman Bzura. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the contract renewal of Health Alliance Plan for the period of 7/1/2015 through 6/30/2016.
Motion to approve. Support.
Motion to approve by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Motion, item 18, may I have a motion to approve the 80/20 cost share option for the City of Taylor per the Michigan's Publicly Funded Health Insurance Contribution Act for the City of Taylor employee health care benefits. This will be effective for coverage years beginning on or after July 1st, 2015.
Motion to approve. Support.
Motion to approve by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilman Woolley. Is there any discussion? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bzura. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries.
Madam Chair,
Councilman Garza.
I'd like to make a motion to table items 19, 21, and 22 until the end of the meeting.
Okay. Let's go on to item number 23.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilman Bzura. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Let's go to 20 first. May I have a motion to approve Wade Trim to provide the PASER reading report for local and major roads for an amount not to exceed $10,900. This will be funded through Act 51, Local and Major Roads Administration and Engineering Account.
Support. Make a motion. Support.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilman Bzura. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Now we'll go on to 23. May I have a motion to approve the establishment of a special assessment district, SAD number 310, paving, per attached resolution for Kensington Avenue from Telegraph Road west to the cul-de-sac.
Madam Chair,
Councilman Garza.
I'd like to make a
motion by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilman Johnson. Any discussion?
I'm curious, before my comments, if there's anyone in the crowd that has any information to share, possibly new information from our last meeting. That's an invitation to come up.
Sorry, I'm new with this.
I had a petition notarized and everything from the city. And I went door to door to every resident on our street. And I have what they want, and it's, nobody wants to do this. Of the 38 residents in 2 businesses, 3 of the homes are rentals, owned by, one of them is owned by one person, 2 of them are owned by another gentleman. Of the 40 residents then, 39, I'm sorry. 4 were undecided that if they wanted to do it or not. 27 agreed that they did not want to do it. 3 were in disagreement with the petition. And one house is vacant, that resident passed away last year. 2 were on vacation, but neighbors have told me that they are not in favor of it, and they did mail in their absentee thing. 2 of them, like I said, are rentals. The one owner I could not get to sign because he does not live anywhere near here. The other owner of the house, one of the houses, the single house, did sign. He's not in favor of it either. And there was only one person that I just could not get at all. Arby's and Big Boy are on the corner. The owners of Big Boy did sign. The owners of Arby's said they don't want it either, but they're a franchise and there's no way that I could even get to the person that I had signed. But so that was just gone nowhere. And that, in total, that means that there was, I'm sorry, I forgot one other thing, I'm sorry. According to the records that I received from the city about houses and addresses and all that, the city has 2 addresses that do not exist. One of the homes did burn a few years back, and the other one, I have no idea. And I've lived there 25 years. One of the houses is vacant. Like I said, she passed away. That's about it.
Madam Chair, me and Councilman Garza actually walked the street also. We came right behind her, and I heard different responses.
I believe you were before me, though, sir.
Pardon?
I believe you were before me.
Well, you had already talked to some of them.
Okay. It makes sense, so.
So anyways, we went down there and we got quite a few yeses. We got 11 yeses and 7 no's. But with her information in the cards, right now I'm at 17. With her information, the cards, and what we gathered. Now, I do see a gentleman in the audience that told me yes. And I think he's on the no side now, so. Yeah.
I said hell no.
Well, you said yes for your property, where you live, is what you told me, so.
No, I told
Okay. So right now we're at, and I told the residents that I would go majority rules. So right now we're against, we're 18, 16 again, according to my paperwork, so.
Madam Chair.
almost a deadlock. And there's two ways of looking at this. There's a new water system going in that would benefit. But the problem I see, and I've been wavering back and forth each day, every hour pretty much, there's people that can't afford it. There's people that don't want it. And I can't put them in a position to suffer when it's dead even. That's going to be my reason for voting tonight the way I vote. So I just wanted to explain that. It's tough when residents bring this to us and then we have to vote on it, and the neighbors are almost split down the line. So no matter how we vote, 50% is going to be upset. So to me, I look at it as doing nothing is going to be financially easier on those who don't want it. And that would be my reason.
Madam Chair, it's interesting in that, in my opinion, it would be more than a majority. To me, it would have to be some sort of supermajority. I try to put myself in these residents' shoes, and how many of my neighbors could get together and decide to raise my taxes for something that I don't want? And I get that the majority rules, but again, if it was my street, I'd want a majority, I'd want a supermajority. I might want everyone to agree before they decide to raise my taxes for an improvement that I don't believe I want or need at this time. And I've been pretty vocal on my second opinion, which is the two business owners. Number one, they don't have access to the street. They would not be allowed to have access to the street. It makes no sense to me to charge them for something that they currently do not and will never be able to use. And while I agree with the idea that if the project moved forward and the water main project was included, that the businesses would benefit, that would mean they would be the only ones paying for the water main because everyone else in Kensington is getting that at no cost. So for those two reasons, I'm definitely against this motion.